my name's Romy. My little baby dog Casty is having a chooch on my bed and would probably much prefer to be doing something else because she looks a bit disappointed. And I have some work to do. One of the things I really like doing is tidying. I am a big cleaner, organizer, tidier, and I have a wardrobe full of clothes, like hang-upable clothes, so dresses, skirts, knit trousers, things like that, that I do not keep in my room. And I only really use it if I am getting out a specific item. So I honestly don't remember an awful lot of the things that are in there. And I was thinking of this dress that I love and I wore quite a lot last summer, and I realized I hadn't worn it for like 8 months despite it being one of my favorite items, because I had completely forgotten I own it, because who knows where it is. So I'm going to bring all of those clothes into my room and I'm going to do a wardrobe sort. It is well and truly needed and I will enjoy it a lot, and I thought it would be interesting to film because I love watching wardrobe haul, clean outs, organization videos. I think they're inspiring and they're just something that really interests me. So, and I'm going to be looking a lot more at what means a lot to me, what things I regularly wear, kind of going with the, I think it's called the KonMari Spark Joy method. I lost a heel on the way up. So I have a bunch of shoes that I've brought up as well, that just didn't fit in my room, but there is one pair out of them that I have actually gone down and brought up to the house to wear. So my kind of thought process is that if I'm not seeking them out, how important can they be to me? Or have I just drop it? Or have I just forgotten about them and they're ones that I do want to keep using? So now I am a big op shopper. I do a little bit of shopping on eBay, but I buy hardly anything new, and I don't think of myself as that much of a shopper. So it is kind of a shock to see all of this laid out here. Some things that I have never worn, which is a big shame, and something that I definitely want to work on a lot more this year, buying things that are really important to me or not buying them if they're just kind of alright, because it's just not worth it. And I clearly don't have the need or the space, and it's just not sustainable. And I will start. I'm going to start with the shoes first because there's significantly less of them than there are of their clothes. I bought these black Converses for a couple dollars second hand. They are the same size as the black pair I already own, and I bought them because they at the time were my favourite pair of Converses. They're so versatile, and it seems silly to me not to get another pair. I've just realised now that they have a split in them that's been filled, so I'm going to keep these obviously because I love my Converses and they're a really brilliant pair. They have quite a bit more wear than I thought they did, but I think they're about $4, so I mean they've still got at least a year's worth left in them. So these are going to go back down just because I have a pair exactly the same up here that I'm waiting to wear out. So they're a good keeper. Very dirty. I have these gorgeous shiny black boots. They are very shiny, and I scuffed them I think the first time I wore them, so that looks a little disheartening, but these are gorgeous. And I get so excited when I find non-leather shoes that I love, especially when they look like, oh, I wouldn't be able to get that because it's leather, because I don't use leather and have not for years and years and years. Although saying that, there are a few pairs in here that are leather because I didn't realise when I bought them, and then decided to keep them because I had already purchased them. But I have not bought leather intentionally for many years. These shoes I need to wear because I love them. I also have a pair of velvet Docs. These are Cotton on Ruby brand. I have a pair of velvet Docs that I wore quite a bit and wore one very hot day, which was a mistake, which I love, and has got me a bit more used to wearing kind of slightly chunkier style boots, but they make a nice sound. They assure me that I will wear these, so these are staying up. I bought these from an op shop. They didn't really fit. I'm going to put them in the try on pile. I quite like them, but I don't think they look very nice on. The leather heels. These I apparently just did not read that they were leather. I adore these. They're beautiful and they look stunning, but I'm pretty sure they don't fit, so they are also going in the try on. These ones, however, are like my go-to pair of heels, and I don't wear heels very much. I love these. They are very like delicate and cute and go with a lot of things. They've got a bit of wear, and I got these also secondhand. They're very comfy. Oh, not sure if I got these secondhand or from my sister, but I love them. They're not very comfortable because my feet don't really like high heels, but I personally love high heels. So these are a keeper. A green glittery pair of jelly shoes. I have two other pairs of jelly shoes, a navy blue pair and a crystal glitter. I got all three of them last summer from an op shop, I think from the same op shop or maybe across two different ones, and I fell in love with jelly shoes last summer. They're not particularly comfortable. I think my navy blue pair is too small, so I have to have like a real proper wear of all of them, and I haven't worn these at all, and I'm not sure why, because they're so cute. I'm not sure, maybe they didn't fit. I'm seeing a theme. So these are going in the try on pile, and also I think somebody's puppy chewed the corner of them, but I mean, I love green and I love glitter and I love those jelly shoes, so I will be very sad if they... I have a very well loved pair of cherry tomato red Converses. I think I just had too many pairs of Converses in my room, which stands today as still being true. My green Converses, these are not very worn because I don't know, it took me a long time to wear them in, and I found that as much as I love them, they don't go with as many outfits as I thought they would, so I just need to make them go with more. So these also need to stay up because I have one pair that's very near its end, so I guess the green or the orange ones will replace them, probably the green because they're low cut. I have this pair of shoes. These were just white sneakers that I got to rainbow on as kind of a Pride inspired pair of shoes, because I couldn't find shoes that were like this, so I made them myself. I have worn these never because they are still completely unworn, and I need to because they are so cute. I don't know how comfortable they'll be, but I'll find out and I'll wear them, and I will inspire myself, and potentially I will inspire some person who will be like, oh my gosh, she looks amazing, and look at those shoes. And what is better than inspiration and tolerance, I wonder. These little shoes, non-leather, kind of patent-esque look Oxfords. They look quite mouldy on the bottom, which is a worry because I was carrying them up, and they are very like non-grippy, very smooth bottom, and they're very shiny, which has always put me off wearing them, but I own them, so I like them enough to buy them, so I need to wear them. That's my shoes. I've got obviously the ones I kept in my room. I can see actually two new pairs of shoes, but these two pairs of shoes that I bought recently, there's this pair of glittery like champagne rose gold sneakers, which are beautiful, which I got for I think $8 on sale at Kmart, and I loved them, and I had seen them there many times before. For months I have been eyeing up the tan pair of these, and I had never seen the black. These are also from Kmart, and I loved them. I just love the embroidered style, and then I saw the black when I was in there last week, and they're on sale for $5 from $30, and I thought they were more stunning than many things I had ever seen before. and I tried them on and I just love them. So these are actually 2 pairs of shoes that I've bought new recently, and probably the only pairs of shoes that I've bought new the entire year, other than those white sneakers that I coloured in. But now it's time to get through this pile of clothes. I don't know, this is probably going to end up being a 2-part video because there's a lot of clothes. I'm not going into this thinking I want to get rid of a certain amount or a certain type of clothes. I'm just wanting to assess what is really important to me, what things I really love, what things I need to be more aware of. I will make a pile for try-ons and for wearing, because I find if I'm not sure about something, if I wear it for a day, I'll find out pretty quickly if I love it or not. The first piece, this dress I adore. I have one of my favourite pictures of myself in it. It's ASOS, it's beautiful. I should be wearing this for summer because it's very, very lovely. I think I need to keep that out to wear. This is not a good start. I love it though. It definitely is one of my favourite dresses. Need to wear, I'm just going to shove on the back of my door for now. Now these I love, but I don't know how well they actually fit me. So I'm going to put them in the try on pile. I don't actually remember this. It's got a stain on it, so that's a bit odd. It's very nice, but I'm not good with white clothes. I get them dirty instantly. That's in the try on pile. I was thinking about this the other day. I bought this for 50 cents. During winter, which I think shocked the people at the op shop, because it was a very cold day. It's got octopuses and anchors on it, and this is from the brand Sourpuss. I've never worn it. I don't know why. It's in the try on pile. Maybe there was a reason. One of my favourite shirts ever. I wore it like 4 or 5 times, probably 12 or 50 times before. I actually ended up taking it down, and I only took it down and put it away because I needed to sort through a bunch of other clothes, and I was just hanging on to this and only wearing this instead of sorting the other things. And then I forgot about it, and I love it so much, so that's definitely staying up to be worn. Pretty sure this didn't fit. I love this. This is a vintage piece, and I love this pattern. I wore this a lot over winter. This is probably one of my staple shirts. Very comfy, oversized, looked great with black jeans. I still have not worn this, so that's staying up to wear. I'm going to have the biggest pile of clothes that I want to wear instantly. This I got a few months ago. It's this gorgeous tulle and velvet dress. I have to work out what I want to wear this as, because I could keep it aside as like a special dress because it's so gorgeous, or I could just start wearing it all the time and make it an all the time dress. So that's only going in here. I know I'm keeping it just to work out, and so I get to try it. Minnie Mouse shirt. I adore this. A little bit hot for this time of the year though. Romy, I'm pretty sure this didn't fit. Love this. It's so cute. Every time I see that dress, I think of a Jabba the Hutt pin that I wore the first time I wore it, and now I always associate it. It was such a cute look. I wasn't sure if I liked that. Which of course is why I have it. That's a lovely colour. Oh, I remember that. This is a really good idea to do this because I'm finding a lot of stuff. I'm a bit worried about the amount that I'm not sure of. Obviously, a lot of those things will, I'm assuming, turn out to be A+, but a few of them won't. Maybe like 20 things won't, and that is too much for me to be happy with. But obviously it's good in a way because I'm finding out about pieces that I love that I've owned and had forgotten about. And to to be honest, I was actually a bit unsure about filming this. I knew I wanted to do it, but I was starting to talk myself out of filming it because I was worried about what it would look like. And I am a little like questioning myself, like, how does it look? You've got all these clothes and you don't wear half of them. But I guess that's entering a new year, or just self-evaluation, self-reflection, and that's something that's really important to me, that I enjoy a lot and I do find really important. So I think that self-reflection is really important. I feel a lot more aware of, like, this I'm looking at and thinking is a pile of waste, but a lot of these clothes I have got a lot of joy out of. A lot of them I don't remember or haven't worn, but ultimately a lot of them are firm favourites. A lot of them are my staples, and it's just interesting for me. And I have to try and think of it like that and not be down on myself about owning too much or about waste or what it looks like. Because this shouldn't feel negative, it should feel positive, because that's what it is, and it's about awareness. So that's my little pet. This is probably the dress that actually started me wanting to go through my wardrobe again, because as much as it's a semi-regular thing I do, this is one of my all-time favourite dresses, and I was looking through the wardrobe a few weeks ago and I saw it and I had completely forgotten about it. I love this. I only bought it last summer, I think, and it's just one of the most beautiful dresses I have ever owned. I love it so much, and it's such a lovely fit, and I had forgotten about it, which made me really sad. This is the dress that actually made me decide to do this now, because as much as the ASOS Chrysanthemum dress made me think, oh gosh, what is in my cupboard, this is the dress that I was thinking about and missing, and I found it! I love it! Two of my very favourite shirts. I wear these all the time. Why I put that over there. And one of my very favourite dresses. I wear this very, very often. I love it. And we're done. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna bring you in this fairly hefty pile here that I want to, less hefty pile to put away. I mean, it's quite big. And on the back of my door, I have many. So that is the end of that. I have a lot of trying on to do, wearing of favourite pieces to do, and putting away of clothes. I am not going to film trying these on because that will take a long time. I think I will make an update to show what stuff I'm getting rid of, just because I doubt it's going to be all that. There's a lot of trying on for fit, trying on for wearability, so I've got a lot of work to do and a lot of stuff to put away. And I'm going to try and organise my cupboard into vintage stuff, which I think I'll put with my coats, some of which I have put separately, dresses, pants and shirts, which was what I originally had it as, but as I packed more into there definitely was not there was definitely not method there at all. And unsurprisingly, my tea is cold. But it was worth it.